Okay, witches. So I have my K2 meter. I know it's really dark in here, but I'm about to turn it on. Which it has like the light up screen and all that. But anyway, I have my K2 meter here in my room, and I was sort of just, you know, walking around with it and testing these different spots in my room, and I noticed that it started to pick something up. Okay, so let me turn this on. It's supposed to just stay on the green light, and that's normal. Okay, so I'm about to show y'all what happens when I start getting this close to my altar. Okay, so it just does that. So you can see I'm putting it over my altar right here, and it starts spiking with some sort of energy. Now I tested this out. Y'all can see it's going all the way up into the third light up thing. Okay. Now, of course, since I have these Christmas lights, or not Christmas lights, but Halloween lights going right here, I did test that. And I can literally put this right on the wire, and it's not lighting up. It just stays on the first green light. So that's not causing it to spike. There's some kind of energy here at my altar. Okay. Also, if I just set it down there, it was doing it. And it's just sitting there on my altar, and it's doing that. So there's some sort of energy. Kind of seemed like it was reacting to me being closer to it, actually. When I'm standing right in front of the altar, it starts spiking more. That's interesting. I didn't notice that before. But I tried sitting here and holding it next to different crystals and stuff. Right here, I'm putting it right beside my selenite crystal. It is having a reaction to that, it looks like. I did it on my crystal pyramid, and there's like no reaction. My other selenite tower, it's not reacting to that one either. It's specifically only reacting to this tower over here. So that's interesting. But it's like majorly spiking right here. More so, I feel like it's sort of in the area above the altar itself. Okay, then you can see it's kind of reacting here in the middle of my altar. Then when I get over here to the left side of the altar, it sort of stops, or it has a reaction as well, or a stronger reaction. And this is right above my glass dome thing. I know the lighting is like horrible for this video, I'm sorry. But there is some kind of reaction here. Okay, and once again, I tested it out on certain things. I have some crystal setting here on this wall or whatever, It's still reacting here, kind of. So this is when I put it right beside a selenite crystal that's sitting here. I meant celestite. It has a very strong reaction to that crystal, and that's one that I have programmed for astral projection type magic. It has a very strong reaction to that crystal, and then I can put it on other objects on this altar and it has no reaction. So it seems to be like I have other crystals and stuff on this altar. I'm putting it beside an amethyst, an obsidian sphere, sort of a reaction to that one. And there's the amethyst crystal. I'm kind of using the light to show y'all real quick. Amethyst cluster, there's no reaction to that whatsoever. And by far, there's a reaction here. The strongest reaction is to the celestite crystal. So I thought that was interesting. I'm just basically I was carrying this around to different spots in my room to see, you know, I basically wanted to see where the energy is the strongest in here. And by far, it's looking like it's above my altar. Okay, so now okay. This is just in my room randomly, like in the middle of the room. There's nothing over here by my shelves. Nothing with all my herbs and stuff. Something jumped right there. What do I have there? Seems to be reacting to my witchcraft oils in particular. Interesting. I just have some more stuff down here on the shelf and nothing. So it's reacting the strongest to my altar, it seems like. I went all on that side of the room and stuff. And I just want to show y'all real quick. I do have a PlayStation and stuff, and it reacts to that, but you have to get it really close for it to even do anything. Like, there it is setting on the PlayStation itself. And then that's when it will spike. So I don't think that there's any kind of like signals coming off from that. See how it just stops automatically? So when I come all the way over here to the side of my room, to my altar, I don't think that's in any way connected to any kind of signals from that. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, and then the other strongest reaction that I found, there is sort of a reaction right here, which is like where I stand when I'm standing in front of my altar. Mostly when I'm doing spells and magic and stuff, I will stand directly in front of my altar. So I feel like there's some sort of energy signature there from all the years of doing that. And then, once again, when I get over here to my bed, this is like above where my head is every time when I'm sleeping, and there's a very strong reaction here. It even jumps up into the red light. And it's like consistent. So I feel like there's like a very strong energy signature here from my dream magic from astral projecting. And a lot of times when I communicate with Goddess Hecate, it's in the sleep state or in that state in between being awake and asleep. Predominantly, the strongest communications I have with her are when I'm laying in my bed. So I think that's very interesting that there's like this permanent energy signature here. And then when I set it directly on the bed itself, it just stays on the green light. I think it's kind of reacting for a second, but that's just setting on my pillows. It's just the green light. But as soon as I pick it up and start raising it upwards, it starts reacting. And then as I go even higher, it just goes off again. Or goes back down to the, regular light. So there is definitely something to this. And it kind of just reacts mainly where my head is, or above where my head is when I sleep. So, I don't know what I just did with the lighting on this. Hang on. Okay. Or not. Whatever. But anyway, I'm really sorry about the lighting in this video, but there's definitely a reaction here. I'd say like about 2 feet above the bed itself. There's like this layer of energy. And once again, it is the strongest over here right above my pillows. Okay. Then when I put it directly on the wall, there's sort of a reaction there. I noticed there's a reaction right by this little dream catcher that I have. So if y'all can see that, I have a little dream catcher right here. It super reacts to that. Then when I put it on the wall over here, there's nothing. This is all above my bed. So there's some kind of energy right here. And then as I can move this up higher, there seems to be nothing. Okay. So this is at the foot of my bed, nothing. It did just spike right there for a second. But once again, that is at the like 2 to 3 foot mark above the bed itself. So when it's just sitting on the bed, there is no reaction. And then when I lift it up into the air, it seems like it starts to have some kind of reaction here. I'd say, yeah, that's about probably 2 feet above the bed. And it's not really consistent. At the foot of the bed, it's kind of just like spiking. But over here, once again above my pillows, it's like consistently having some kind of reaction. So I think there's some sort of portal going on here. Definitely, I'm just going to turn this off now. But definitely above my altar, and then definitely above my bed, there is, I feel, some sort of portal of energy that's just consistently there, which makes sense to me because those are the most prominent spiritual magical places in my practice. Of course, my altar is where I do all of my spell working and client work and all of that. So that makes sense to me that there would be a huge buildup atmospherically just in the area, in the air, in the space above the altar. It makes sense to me because an altar to me is like a portal for the spirits and for Hecate. In particular, since that's my goddess I mostly work with. And just for the energy work itself, I definitely feel like it's a portal. So now that I've had this K2 meter to measure the energies, it definitely has verified to me that, you know, there is an energy build up there, and it is consistently just there even when I'm not doing magical work. So that's very interesting, and I kind of just wanted to share that. Like I said, I will continue to share evidence-based things here on the channel. That was always one of my major purposes and goals with making my YouTube channel, was to kind of just document evidence of magic. So definitely, you guys should all get one of these. I highly recommend it. You can get them on eBay, these K2 meters. Just make sure that you get the ones that are made in St. Augustine, Florida, here in the United States, because those are, you know, the genuine ones. So make sure that that's the kind that you get. No, I'm not affiliated in any kind of a way, but I do recommend that you get one of these and use it to measure the energies and the energy fields around you. And then, well, let's focus. Okay, and then above my bed is where I do most of my spirit communication. Or in my bed is where, when I'm sleeping, is when I do most of my spirit communication and connecting in that astral hypnagogic sleep state with the spirits. And so it makes sense to me that there would be a portal above my bed as well, so strongly built up just in the space, in the air above my bed, as a portal. So I just thought that was really interesting, and I just wanted to share that with you guys really quickly, and just document it as well, because I just basically just now did this tonight, and it sort of just confirmed to me about the buildup of energies, and about, you know, the magical buildup of energies. And I just wanted to share that. It kind of excited me and got me, like, you know, more eager and excited for when I start doing my evocations and, you know, capturing evidence from all of that as well. So I'm excited to go forward with that. I'm still not ready to yet. I need to make, finish making the physical tools for that. That just reminded me as well. I checked over here. Let me turn this back on. Okay, so there's a reaction above the altar, as I said. But when I put this directly on my wand, it seems to react to that as well. So I did test that out. Okay. But anyway, I'm looking forward to sharing more evidence and discovering more evidence and all of that. But definitely, you know, all of this stuff, magic, witchcraft, and everything, it opens up portals and gateways of energy in your workspaces, especially if you've been doing, if your altar has been in the same place for a long time and there's been a lot of magic that you've been doing there, and for years, it does build up the energy. And I have had my altar here in this particular part of my room for years now. And the same with my bed. I've always had my bed in that corner of my room for several years. So the energy is very strongly built up in that area. So anyway, definitely this just verifies to me, and hopefully to you all, that the energy does build up and it does open gateways and portals. So I feel like this is just the first step, or the first confirmation to me that as I do go forward with the evocation experiments that I have planned, where I'm combining ritual magic evocation with physical mediumship, that hopefully there will be a lot of evidence to capture with that as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, that's going to be all for this video. So thanks for watching. I will be doing more videos of myself doing rituals and stuff like that, and trying to capture evidence during that. Not just the evocation thing and all of that, but I will also be doing other types of rituals and magic and trying to capture evidence of that as well. So hopefully, you know, there'll be a lot more to come on this subject on the channel. But yes, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hail to the witches, hail Hecate, and blessed be.